Total News now. Ray Thompson, Mitch Duncan anchor. Tom Shane Deanstown Sports with Jim Howell and the weather. Now, Total News.
Good evening. A twin-engine Cochise airliner en route from Yuma to Phoenix was forced to crash land on a Yuma County road this afternoon after one of its engines caught fire. Pilot Jet Wybies of Tucson shut down the engine and landed the plane after seeing those flames. There was one passenger on board with the pilot, and neither was injured. The plane, a twin-engine Cessna, continued burning after the landing.
Ray, this afternoon I called Cochise Airlines operations at the Tucson airport and talked to a man named Dan Edel. Now, Edel talked to the pilot by radio right after the plane went down. We still care about higher prices. A surprising answer. Next. I don't have to tell you it's still hot, but it's starting to dry out just a little bit. That's good news. That's something.
Less humid today. Drier air moved in. Should make it feel more comfortable anyway. Last night I was talking about hot temperatures in September because September is still a hot month. I dug up some highs from last year, but the low temperatures will start to cool off a little bit, which is interesting. After the first couple of weeks of the monsoon is over in September, humidities go down. We will notice that the early morning lows will drop off. For example, last year on the 7th, 85, but then look at the 12th. Early morning low was 69, 67 on the 18th, 72 on the 25th, and the last day of September last year, 70. So, next couple of weeks as you're going out to work, you will notice cooler early morning temperatures, which will be nice. Going to be a nice weekend, and the kids may enjoy going out to Encanto Park this weekend for a fishing contest put on by the Phoenix JCs. Boys and girls up to age 14 can enter. Prizes given to the biggest, longest, shortest, and ugliest fish. Covers just about everything. You can register at the band shell out there. It's free. And Howard Hughes Jr. was out fishing today. He's going to enter, and he was trying to get in some practice. Not having too good luck. Fish weren't biting today. Maybe it was too hot. It was 102 at Sky Harbor, and maybe you have to get them earlier in the morning. Sun City Youngtown was 104. Carefree was 97. Record high was 109 in 1977. Sun will rise tomorrow at 6:06. Currently 95, 24% humidity, winds west at 9, comfort factor 79, barometer steady 29, 74. Air quality today looked real good for all three, CO, ozone, and particulates. On our western satellite movie today, you can see that most of the rain has ended in Southern California and now stretches from western Nevada throughout much of the northwest states. We do have a new cold front that's coming down, looks pretty strong, might give even portions of northern California some rain in the next couple of days. Remains very hot in the central plains, all through this area. Clear skies today, 95 in Des Moines, 102 in Oklahoma City, and Detroit had 92 degrees. So we do have drier air. It should remain that way over the weekend. Cooler nighttime temperatures, but daytime highs will still remain about like this. Winds low today, 88. Tonight for Phoenix and vicinity, our forecast mostly fair. Overnight low 75. Extended outlook, sunny, warm days, cooler nights. Friday and Saturday will be about 100, kind of like today, with lower humidities.
Short and sweet.
You bet.
Thank you, Mr. H.
Dateline now, and that Camp David summit meeting found President Carter, Egyptian President Sadat, and Israeli Prime Minister Begin meeting for more than 3 hours today. The House gave President Carter a big victory. It upheld his veto of a defense bill that featured a nuclear supercarrier opposed by the administration. Well, raisin prices may go up unless hot, dry weather returns to California. The problem is too much rain as a result of that storm called Norman. The crop at the raisin capital of the world, Fresno, is in bad shape. The best raisins are sun-dried, and there hasn't been much sun in recent days. The drummer of the rock group The Who died in London today. 31-year-old Keith Moon was rushed to a hospital with an undisclosed ailment and was pronounced dead on arrival. New York City is suing Consolidated Edison for $34 million.
Fans are going to get to Sun Devil football. Sun Devil fever. Tempe police are expecting a 20% increase in traffic at ASU football games this year, and maybe more, with the season opener just 2 days away.
At the U.S. Open, Bjorn Borg going to be tough to beat.
Still on a collision course with Jimmy Connors. Top-seeded Bjorn Borg needed 4 sets to eliminate Raul Ramirez and move into the semifinals of the U.S. Open Tennis Championships in New York today. Borg dropped the first set 6-7, but then he won 6-4, 6-4, 6-love. Phillies completed a 2-game sweep of the Cubs this afternoon, dropping the Bruins 7 games off the pace in the National League East. The Phillies did all of their scoring in the final 3 innings, pinning the setback on Donnie Moore. The Cubs have now lost 5 in a row. The Pirates, needing a 12th straight win to remain within a half a game of the Phillies, trailed the Cardinals in the early going in St. Louis. Bruce Keeson is going against Pete Falcone. The Mets have a fat 7-run lead in the early going in Montreal. In the West, the front-running Dodgers and Houston are deadlocked in the 3rd inning. Bert Hooton pitching for the Dodgers, Mark Lemongello going for Houston. The Giants and Vida Blue have a 1-run lead in the 5th inning in Atlanta. Bob Horner has hit his 18th homer of the campaign off Blue. Cincinnati, with Johnny Bench hitting number 21, leads San Diego by 4 in the 4th inning. Reggie Jackson is out of the hospital and back in the Yankee lineup. Ray Greer-Jones fired a 5-under par 65 for a 1-stroke lead after the first round of the Southern Open Golf Tournament in Columbus, Georgia.
He's still going to have a battle ahead of him.
And next, we get on board a wagon train and look for a special treasure out in the superstitions as Total News continues.